Guys, please subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subscribers. Yay! Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the Petro Premiership. Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Kaizer 0. I'm joined by the best coach in SA.
Steve Okran?
Yeah, sure, coach.
Steve, before we get into the game, we start like a man of the match, mate.
Yeah.
Sometimes we become biased because the team has won.
Yes.
For me, Kel is the man of the match. Go look at the game. I think this is the first time I see a player bossing Sundowns midfield.
Yes.
This is the first time ever. I've never seen anyone bossing Sundowns midfield. But Kele for me. That's where I want to start it.
One man.
And then
receiver coach.
So the guy Kele played very well. Hence why I said I think if we were to get a defensive midfield for Kele,
yes,
we are yet to see the best out of that guy. Quality, Steve. Quality. Over Steve. And then moving on to Steve, I tried making notes.
Yes.
You know, I realized yesterday there's only one player this season who has made 107 passes in a single game. Who's that? Malibongo Koza.
Fair.
And I've once asked, or what more do we want from the youngster? Do we want him to be bullying defenders or strikers? No. If you're good enough, if you can read the game, you don't need to make tackles. How many times have you seen Koza make tackles? Go watch his games, Steve. I always tell you, the best defenders don't make tackles.
They do what, coach?
They win the ball, you anticipate. You guide the team, go left. If you close on the left, where are you going to pass? On the right.
Yeah. So Master didn't say.
So, but remember what people say that he still needs to prove himself. For me, Koza has done enough, Steve.
Yes.
And then I don't know. We don't watch the game the same way, Steve. For me, before we get there, Sundowns, Steve. Yes. I said this, and I'll say it again. Yeah. There's only one team in the Bedway Premiership. Okay. Just like what I said, Pirates Connect Bank. Remember, you prepare different for each and every game.
Yes.
Ne?
Yes.
I hear Chiefs are saying they played well. Yeah. Yeah. You know why? Because the scoreline.
Yeah.
Scoreline is not always the true reflection of the game. It's not always true the reflection. So,
elaborate, coach.
One, Chiefs came into this game not wanting to lose.
Yes.
So if you are playing not to lose, you are bound to do what? Concede less games. And there was a smart move that Chiefs did. I don't know if people realized it. Chiefs forced Sundowns to play on the left.
The whole game?
The whole game. You must go check it. Because they were pressing the right side when Sundowns didn't have the ball. Okay. We'll try and demonstrate. So
yeah.
Let's do this. Remember, this is how... Let's try it. Remember, this is how Sundowns was lined up.
Yes.
Ne?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and avoid the middle field.
Sure.
When Sundowns had the ball, Chiefs had players coming in here. Already this on its own, it forces you to play where? On the left side. And on the left side is Hutiwane, who's not very comfortable.
On the ball.
You see, if you look at the first 10 minutes, Ulilepo had a whole lot of chances where? This side. And you know what was the biggest downfall at Chiefs today's team? Morris. Morris up. Morris is big, remember? Yes. These two guys are slow. Yes. Again, Tiwane always moves up. And whenever he moved up, what Lilepo did was to come in. Yes. When the ball went wide, this guy was always late. Yeah. Hence why we saw, I think Lilepo outrun Suarez twice. Yes. Because they knew he is going to move up. Now, Morris, he's aerially good. Yes. You want these two center backs are occupied by Morris. So hence why his sub, it now forced Sundown, it now forced Chiefs to do what? We're going to play with a speedy striker now. What Sundowns did was to stay here. Where is he gonna run if they are staying here? So the sub here, Morris, changed the whole game for Chiefs. Now look at how Sundowns press Chiefs. I've said this before, but it's for those that want to listen. Sundowns press this way, Steve. This way. Shalulile would stay here. Now, if the ball is here, what is the keeper going to do? He's forced to play here, but then they get pressed.
Yes.
This way, hence why we saw Chiefs playing them forward. But what I loved about Sundowns is they did this. They had Umukwena here, Steve. So this is how they pressed when Chiefs had the ball.
Yes, coach.
They stayed this way. If they are staying this way, they were allowing Chiefs to do what? Play the ball here, because that's exactly where they wanted you. Yeah, they want you to come here, Steve. Yes. But now look at what Sundowns does. When Chiefs presses, they've got two center backs. The keeper has the ball. I said it last week when Jody February made a mistake. If you go look at Manuel Neuer, that's how Jody February plays, Steve. He's always outside. What they do when Chiefs comes the same way that Sundowns does, because it's comfortable, the center back passes the ball to who? To February. Because it's comfortable. Chiefs can't do it because Bavuma is not comfortable. Now, if February has the ball, what happens to this striker? He needs to move. When he moves, Mukwena comes up.
Collect.
And that's a one-touch football, Steve. So that's the difference between a team that plays and a team that tries to play. If you are trying to play, Steve, what happens is the keeper won't play. But the moment the keeper has the ball and can move, it forces these two guys to do what? To move. You get me? And the moment they move, then they play. And remember what I said about double pivots. If you've got double pivots that are going to receive behind the strikers, you are already ahead.
Coach. Because
minus, Steve. You see, Steve. So I personally feel what I loved is how Chiefs I loved how Chiefs forced Sundowns to play on the left. But look at what Cardoso brings to Sundowns, a different dimension. Look at Sundowns' goals, Steve. Long ball. Reyners, 1-2 touches, back, first touch, and you know who scored?
Ribeiro
Kasongo.
Ribeiro Costa.
Still, I was counting the touches. First half, Kasongo had 10 touches. The first touch he had, Sundowns had a free kick. The second touch he had, there was a cross that Shalulile missed. The fourth, he lost it. The fifth was a goal. Now that, Steve, alone, it shows you the difference between an average player and a world-class player. You don't need to have too many touches to play. Just wait for your moment. Yes, Ribeiro didn't have the best. Kasongo didn't have the best game.
Mara, his moment.
He had what? One chance, one moment. How many chances did Chiefs have?
So that's
the difference between an average player and a world-class player. You see, Steve. So for me, Kasongo had a good game. He didn't have a good game, just like Alende. And you know why, Steve?
Why?
Because Kaizer was bossing the middle field. Kaizer was bossing the middle field. And as long as he's bossing the middle field, it means Ferreira Rocher can play. And if Ferreira Rocher can't play, who's Alende? It means Kasongo can't really do well. But he needed one moment just to kill. And there's a stats that I had, Steve. But normally a player during a 90 minutes game, a good player, an average player spends 3 minutes on the ball. So if a player is spending 3 minutes on the ball, an average player, ask yourself how many minutes does Mukwena spend on the ball, Steve? Because Sundowns always has the ball. But today we saw a different Sundowns. They played what? Long balls. Behind what? Defense. Because why? They've got Reyners who's pacey. They have Shalulile who's very pacey.
Man of the match,
I said it before. Man of the match, Steve.
Simple.
You see, Steve. So and remember what I said about I think it was the 7th game, Steve. You know, when your team wins, you get to sleep and think your team is doing very well. Last week when Pirates won, I said to a few people, that game, we won it, yes, because we grilled. You see, and that alone, it makes us sleep thinking we are on the level here, Sundowns. Now listen to what our coach said. Ari, we will see after 30 games if we are on Sundowns level. So if our coach, Jose Rivero, is saying we will see after 30 games if we are on Sundowns level, then who are we to say we can compete against Sundowns in the league?
Coach is
And just to close this, Tibo, remember what I said about rotation. Today Sundowns made changes. Vorvai started the game. Koza started the game. They changed also their left back. 3 changes. Now that alone, as much as fatigue will kick in now and then, but because of rotation, the team is there. And I'll go back to law. 5 games and 6 games in hand does not guarantee you points. Apparently we are losing. Apparently we are losing. And remember what I said, the league was lost when we lost against Sundowns, because you don't lose to a team that you are competing to. Besides this, Tibo, if you win all the games, they win all the game, they've won against you, how are you going to win?
Key difference.
Let's close this.